Yo, what's happening? Hey, say it's your boy. I'm back again for another lit reaction video. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, say, I forget what this video is titled. What is it titled? It is called 2 Inmates Fought Over Me. Correctional Officer Horror Story. You know what I'm talking about? I said, well, you know, I want to know. Yeah, you spilling the tea, you know. I'm like, it's simple. Hey, so hey, look, let's get in it together. Let's see what Miss Officer got to say. Let's hear about the situation. It might be funny. Yeah, I said, I'm talking about. If it is funny, we're gonna say it anyway. Come laugh with your boy, you know what I'm talking about? So hey, let's get straight into it.
All we hear on the intercom in the booth is boom! Ah! I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this shit feels like it happened yesterday.
You give me a vibe and a feeling. Like one I won't ever see again. This music like a sexual healing. Like one I won't ever see again. We brought the smoke.
Hello, my queens and kings. It's your girl Maroon.
How you doing?
Again, time and time again with another video. Y'all, so you already know we're back with another story time, and we're back with a prison story time. We back, and you already know. Okay, because I don't feel like washing dishes. I got that drink in my cup because I'm not drinking any type of flavored or colored liquid if it ain't Sprite. I hope y'all got y'all drink in hand, wine in hand, whatever y'all.
Yeah, I'm ready.
And I hope you laid up in a nice, comfortable.
All that's ready.
Prepare to be thoroughly entertained.
Okay.
As always. So cheers. All right. Got me charged up. Okay, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all already know what I need y'all to do. Y'all already know the vibe. Y'all know what time it is.
Come on, Miss Lady.
Push that like button, share this video with your friend, post notification bell so you'll love it here, okay? Yeah, if you didn't know, now you know. Like I said, this is a prison story time. If you're new to this whole segment where I talk about my experiences as a female corrections officer working in a male and female.
Come on, Miss Lady.
In a few episodes, the way I felt in a moment. As you already know, a lot of my stories that I have told you already happened while I was in my probationary period. We know this. Around this time, I had just graduated the academy and I finished all of my training and I was working the building on my own. Now, when I originally was assigned, this is not the woman captain I told you about. This was a completely different captain. He was like, I think I'm gonna put you in this building. When he told me the building he was gonna put me in, it had already been told to us that that was one of the worst buildings to be assigned to. I knew it. People were already talking about it because I could hear it over the radio. There was a fight every other day going on in that damn building. It was really gritty and grimy in there. Why are you putting me in this building? So
Wait a minute,
he told me he was putting me in that building.
What do you expect? Like, what do you expect? You talking about a damn prison? What the fuck do you what do you expect?
I was mad as hell. I'm like, oh nah, I cannot, cause like honestly, it's not giving. But
you signed up.
I can't do it. So I was like, okay, you want to put me in the worst building? Go ahead and put me in the worst building, and I'm gonna just see what the fuck I can do. But on the low, I was mad nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was nervous as fuck. When I got into a building, like I always do, I don't talk. I'm sitting here observing my.
She confidently said that shit. She said, oh, you gonna put me in the worst building? Fuck it, I'm gonna see what I can do. Oh, shit.
Partner, I'm observing the guys in the building. I'm literally not saying too much because I don't understand how this shit works quite yet. I'm new to the paperwork. I'm new to doing everything on my own. So I'm sitting here like, damn, I don't know if I could do this. So a couple weeks go by and I get the hang of the paperwork and I get a feel for my building. So in that building, a lot of the guys were polite. They were trying to get a feel for how I was as a person, but once they kind of got a feel for how I was, they kind of wasn't doing too much. There was one particular guy, and I'm gonna call him Romeo, because honestly, that's what the fuck he thought he was. He used to see me and I just knew something was wrong because every time he would talk to me, he'd be extra, extra friendly. Or like if I would walk past, he would jump up out his sleep if he smelled me. Cause yo, people could smell me coming because I was one of the very few up in there that bathe. So I actually smell like I use soap on my body and I use good smelling lotion. He would follow me around. He would try to catch me when I'm in the foyer, like, and try to talk to me one-on-one. And at first I used to just tell him like, look, you gotta go back. You gotta go do this. You gotta go do something with yourself. But then I started realizing that he wasn't getting the message because every 5 seconds is, oh, hey, how you doing? How you doing? So I said to myself, nah, I can't be too nice to this motherfucker right here because clearly he's not getting the memo that he needs to stop. But I started to realize that this man is sipping on a drink called delusion. He's convincing himself somewhere in his mind that I'm his girl and I belong to him. I don't know who told him that. I don't know who told him that. That shit.
Hey, on some real shit. I don't mean to cut you off, Miss Lady. But on some real shit, I be watching, like, you know, niggas talk about, you know, they prison experiences. She ain't lying. On my mama, she is not lying. Like, niggas will swear up and down they done had a conversation with you before y'all officially together and some more shit. That's not the first time I heard that on my mama. So she probably not lying on my mama.
Go, but baby, you are sadly mistaken. I don't know what it is with these officers and these inmates. They one and the motherfucking same to me, okay? Because for real, some of these officers are legitly locked up in the mind. I don't know what it is with them that just because you have a pussy and a pulse, you belong to them. And that's not the case. Bitch, that will never be the case. I don't even like you. As a female officer, you can't shit like this going on. Absolutely not. There is no way that this shit won't be a bad look. There is no way. Not only will it look bad on the camera, but it will look bad to the officers, and it will definitely look bad to the other inmates because, baby, officers and inmates alike, they gossip. And they gossip between each other. And when they gossip between each other, they take that shit all the way up to HR. Next thing you know, there's an investigation on your ass. Trust me. And this man here, chasing me around, trying to smile in my face and being extra, extra friendly and finding ways to get next to me is a big problem. In his mind, he think that me and him dead. So I'm just like, nah, this is not gonna work like that. I'm gonna have to start being stern. I gotta dig deep, and you know, I gotta pull the jersey out of me. I gotta really start roughing his ass up because it's like, what's the problem? Like, why you keep following me? Now, I also did this because I had to protect myself. They have a term that they use, CYA, cover your ass. I literally had to do that. So if it took me embarrassing him in front of other inmates, then I'm going to do that. If it took me ignoring him and moving away from him as much as I could, I was going to do that. And if it took me threatening to write him up, I was going to have to do that. And bitch, that's what the fuck I did. Now, this particular day, I think I was just so fed up with Romeo. Like, I was just so fed up with him because I felt like at this point I was talking to a brick wall. I told him, like, I'm about to go write you up. Like, I don't know how many times I gotta tell you this shit. Like, this is ridiculous. I don't write charges. I've said this before. I really refrain from writing charges because I feel like I can talk to you one-on-one and we could just get this shit resolved. But for some reason, when it came to
writing charges, like I say, I be watching, you know, certain shit, you know. Writing charges, if y'all don't know what that is basically like a form of, you would think once you get to prison ain't no more punishment type of time, but it is like, depending on what kind of charge she write, it's basically like a write-up in school. You know how you get wrote up saying you were talking too much or you got to fighting or some shit. Basically a record of the incident, and then, you know, your 3 days at home. Well, I don't know, you know, it just adds more to your sentence. And if depending on what kind of charge she wrote, it could add on to your sentence or send your ass to the whole type of time. So
Romeo, bitch, no man, yes. No matter how many no's, no matter how long, no matter how strong, he would just keep coming. So I had told him, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna write you the fuck up because you pissing me off. Why the fuck? Go back to your bed. Like, I was getting to that point where I was really violating in front of other people. Like I said, in his mind, he felt like he owned me. And I don't know what it is because, bitch, I never wanted you. And I would never, ever jeopardize my job and all that I got going for myself to fuck with you. Like, are you dumb? Like, yo, don't play with me. Like, what the hell I do? I don't play by my people.
Hey, you know what I thought about? I don't know how many videos ago it was, but y'all remember when I had said something, and I was like, you know, I like when them OutNawf girls hit that. Are you dumb? I said some shit. I don't remember what video it was, but she hit that on my mom. She hit it. They need to trademark this. Are you dumb? I like that shit on my mom. She ain't got no thick ass accent for her to be from New Jersey. She ain't really having no accent, but that's what I was thinking about. Quick as she said this shit, I just told y'all. This is exactly what I was thinking in my head. I just told y'all, niggas. They hit that, are you dumb? I'm surprised she didn't say you were dirty.
Please don't play with my money. Don't play with my opportunities. Don't play with me, period. I don't play like that. I've always said this time and time again. Every single story time about the prison, I keep telling y'all I don't play like that. But for some reason, these people really are convincing themselves that I do. I don't know what the fuck. I was being rough to him. When I say rude, he couldn't take it. After I had my little encounter with
You're a rude guy.
Like, I'm gonna write you up, leave me the fuck alone, like da da da. And I walked off. I left out of that side of the building to go into the booth with my partner. The officer that was in the booth that was working with me at the time was Rob, y'all. Ever since that gas chamber experience, Rob and I were close as all the fuck. I felt like we was brother and sister in arms. I don't know what was in that gas that created a best friend for me, but I was not mad at it. One thing I really loved about working with Rob is that
I don't play that brother sister shit. No. I don't play that brother sister shit. Nah, they can find you another one.
views aligned with mine. That's very hard to find in a partner when you're working corrections, because a lot of people have ulterior motives, or they have their own shit going on, or they're mad emotional, and they come up with their own assumption and shit. And a lot of the officers that I was dealing with lacked real world experience when it came to dealing with different walks of life. But Rob and I had similar views. He understood that I wasn't the type of person that wanted to write charges. So when I went into the building to do the switch and I told him what was going on, he was hearing me out. Now in the booth, there's an intercom where you can not only talk through, but you can also hear things through. So it's a two-way intercom. Rob had the intercom on for that side of the building because that's where I was before I came over. Because when you're monitoring, you have to be able to have your eyes and ears wherever your floor officer is at. As I'm talking to him, I'm telling him like, yo, Rob, Romeo's getting on my motherfucking nerves. I'm about to write him a charge later on today because this shit is getting out of hand, it's getting out of pocket. He's like, what happened? And we just talking it out. As we talking it out, all we hear on the intercom in the booth is boom, ah, ah, ah. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this shit feels like it happened yesterday. Rob and I hear this loud ass boom and somebody is screaming. We look over to the right. If you see my story time about that guy that showed me his little limp shrimp lifesaver, you know how the bathroom is set up. The curtain is closed. We can't see behind the curtain, but all you can see at the bottom of the curtain is two legs standing over somebody and two legs in between just fluttering. And the person that's fluttering their legs is in the corner on the ground. Rob and I are looking like, what the fuck? As soon as somebody noticed that we heard and saw that shit, everybody scattered out. It was mad people in the bathroom. Everybody scattered out. Now, Rob is kind of like, oh, shit, because when it came to the fights, Rob used to always spring into action. Like, whenever I worked with Rob, I never had to break up no fight. I'll tell you that much. I never had to break up no fight as long as he and I were working together. Rob jumped up. He was like, give me the keys. And he was trying to hurry up and get out there. As he's trying to get out there to see what's going on, by then, everybody had dispersed. I was trying to push the buttons to let him through all the doors. It was just so much shit going on. Rob is sitting here trying to find out who the fuck was fighting. Because I'm like, nah, it was way too many heads and way too many people looking out for us to even figure out who were the two people fighting. Like, we couldn't even tell because all we was going off of was two pairs of legs. So Rob is out here doing his walk around trying to figure out what the fuck happened. But I'm just sitting here like, nah, like, honestly, I think I need to call this in because I need to cover my ass. Because if this was really a fight, then I need to make sure that I call this shit in. I do not want to get caught up in nothing. But y'all, I didn't know how to explain it because I didn't know what happened. I don't know if he fell or I don't know if he fought. But I was just like, nah, something ain't right. But if you've ever been in like a bathroom fight, or if you've ever witnessed a bathroom fight or any secret fight or any fight, you know how that shit looks when officers pull up. It don't gotta be COs, with just officers. You know how people start scattering, bro. So I'm like, nah, I think I need to call this in. I said, building so-and-so to all available units. I think there was a fight in my building, but I'm not sure. There was like, repeat. I was like, I think there was a fight. They're like, which building are you in? I told them my building, y'all. People came, people started running to the building, and they was was mobbed up in the building, and they was trying to figure out what was going on, because it was like, yo, what happened? I said, oh, nah, I do not need to be in this situation, because honestly, I didn't want to do paperwork, and now I have to do paperwork for real, for real.
Oh.
What the fuck did they want to start?
Hey, anybody who know that know. COs, no disrespect to you, Miss Lady, or any other COs out there, but you know, it is known they do not want to have to do no paperwork on my mama. They do not want, if you make them have to work, they get on whoever done some ass. You know what I'm talking about? If you know, you know.
Doing whatever the fuck they was doing. I don't know what's going on, and I can't explain it on the paperwork properly because I don't even know what the hell just happened. So my captain hears this, and he's on it. He's on it. He's running the cameras back, everything. All I know is this. Shortly after, the officers came in and snatched Romeo's ass up, and they snatched another guy up that was in the building. He was hiding when Rob was doing his round. His face was fucked up. His whole face was red. When I seen that, yo, I was low-key happy as hell that they were snatching him up. I didn't even know what really happened, but I was happy as hell that they snatched his ass up because it was ridiculous. They snatched them both up for fighting, but the guy that was fighting, Romeo, got sent to the hole, and this guy came back to the building. I was so happy. Y'all don't even understand. I was so happy because it was getting to the point now where I was so scared that they was going to launch an investigation on me because he was crossing that many lines. Even though I was going to write him up that day, I felt like that shit wasn't even going to stop him. Like, I felt like that was just going to get him amped up. He was not trying to respect any rules, respect me, or the fact that nothing. After that, my shift went so well.
No, shawty, like, you know, he probably ain't seen no good looking woman in who know how long. He on your ass. He on your ass, huh? Fuck you mean? Ain't no boundary, nigga. He ain't got no more boundary, nigga. He done took it far as he could go, nigga. What you mean? That nigga locked up.
It's going fine. I'm sitting there happy. I'm in a good mood because I don't have to worry about this man. Everybody else is respecting me. Everybody else is understanding that I'm a motherfucking officer and you cannot act certain ways around me. Like, I wasn't having no problems for real. So when the guy returned back to the building and I was doing my rounds and I saw him, I was like, oh, you back? And he was like, yeah, I came back. And I was like, you good? And he was like, yeah, I'm all right. I'm straight. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I was about to keep walking. He was like, you know why we fought, right? And I'm like, no, why y'all fight? He's like, over you. I was like, over me? He was like, yeah, I saw how he was treating you. And I told him to leave you alone because you're never going to want him. He started talking crazy out his mouth and we fought. And I was just like.
And your captain save a whole ass. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm not trying to call Miss Lady out. I'm not trying to call you out your name, officer. You know, I'm talking about Miss Lady. You know. But your ass did all the extra and got your ass whooped. You was at least supposed to win. You did all that extra just to get your ass whooped. And just know when that nigga get back out the hole, he gonna get on your ass again, cause this nigga ain't having no commissary or nothing, nigga. He gonna get on your ass.
Why? Like, now, at first I was thinking maybe he might be lying in hopes to try to get some cool points with me, because I was just like, are you Romeo number 2? Like, I'm not in the mood. When he said that to me, I was like, you wasn't fighting over me, nigga. Like, in my mind, I'm sitting there like, boy, shut the fuck up. You wasn't fighting over me for real. Cut it out. So I was like, oh, okay, all right. And I just kept walking. Like, I just paid it no mind because I'm thinking he might be lying. I'm thinking like, what the fuck? Like, why would you really fight?
Like, what else can you do?
Mad. I respect it because it's like, yo, he was really a problem for me. So part of me kind of believed it, but for the most part, I didn't believe a word coming out of his mouth. But a little part of me was like, maybe he's telling the truth, because like, what the fuck caused that fight? It happened so quickly after that situation happened. At the end of that shift, when I tell you I seen the footage of that motherfucking fight, Romeo got rocked, okay? Romeo got rocked.
Oh.
He got knocked clean into the sink. Bow, dropped to the ground, and he started punching on Romeo's scalp, getting cracked on the ground. And
I on my mind and ran my motherfucking mouth. That's what I get for running my mouth. So you did win. Okay. I should have shut the fuck up. Let me keep listening.
Like we saw. So I'm sitting here like, you know what? That's what you get. I know I'm not supposed to promote violence, but that's what he get. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. They knocked your ass clean out. You got knocked down, out your ankles, out your shoes, on the ground, laid down. It was bad for you. It was. But chin up, chin. Well, I can't even say champ because you was a loser. I don't know what to tell you. Back into Gen Pop, and they assigned him to a different building. I ended up getting assigned to that building to cover it because one of the officers called out.
Damn.
Oh my God. As soon as he saw me, his eyes lit up, bitch. His black and white world all of a sudden had color the moment he looked at me. He was excited as hell.
Yeah.
He came running over to me, and I was like, oh, hell no. I'm not about to deal with this motherfucker.
He run over there like this. He probably went and put his freshest pair of boots on and his freshest jeans and t-shirt. He probably approached, hey man, like, how you doing, man, officer? You know, you think I did something bad? I'm in trouble. Can you cuff me up? Ooh, I'm telling on myself, Miss Officer. Can you? I need to. Can you cuff me up?
You don't have time for this shit. So he was like, hey. I was like, what do you want? He was like, I haven't seen you in so long. I'm like, I know. I'm glad. He was just like, why? And I'm like,
hold on, let me stop.
You. Like, I don't.
Let's be real. Let's just be real. Let's talk about it. That being mean shit make me think you like me. You know, and to listen to her, how she was responding to him, she genuinely don't like this nigga. That make me think like niggas everywhere, worldwide, we be wrong. I be thinking that like that mean shit is like a, you know, like it's a way to spark. I guess I'm wrong. Oh my God.
How many times I gotta break it to you, bitch? I don't care about you. So he was like, you the reason I even got put in there in the first place. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? He was like, I got in a fight over you. I was like, oh no. He was like, he was talking shit to me. So I had to do it. I said, you know what? Save your story. In my mind, I wanted to sit here and tell him to his face, I'm so glad you got your ass beat. I'm so glad Bam Bam started punching on your face. Now I just want to dap old boy up. Because
shout
I
out to Bam Bam.
That he was fighting you because you was annoying him for how you was acting towards me. Let me be real with y'all. There are some guys in here that be like, yo, that's a woman, just chill, like you doing too much. Like they will get like that, especially if they respect you. Nobody's gonna sit here and keep playing with you like that. I felt like it was a matter of time before that shit was gonna happen. Like now, as I'm experienced, it was a matter of time before that shit was gonna happen. Because he was doing way too much. Like, this is how it goes. A lot of them will look out for you as long as you're consistent with who you are as a person. Like, I was very consistent with who I am as a person. I'm super nice. Just don't piss me the fuck off. And that's how it's going to be. I'm not going to sit here and be like, as long as you're nice to them, no. As long as you're consistent with who you are as a person, they will look out for you. Somebody will take it upon themselves to be like, all right, let me just, you know, in little ways, of course. So, I guess somebody ran in and took care of the problem, but it's still crazy. Y'all, it was one of them situations where I don't want to sit there and be like, you had to be there, but you had to be there. Only Rob and I can really sit here and say that we understand how that shit played out and how that shit looked from the booth. Like, it really did look crazy. But yeah, they ended up fighting over me, and it was weird. And
Feel special.
Wondering what happened to Romeo. Romeo was still obsessing over me, but he couldn't do too much because I was all the way on the other side of the boulevard, and he couldn't make his way over there without it raising a red flag. And then he ended up getting transferred out to another facility. Thank God. Inmate-wise, he was one of my biggest problems. It was like nothing could stop him. Like, nothing could stop him. When it came to him and this one other guy, y'all, I have to make sure I'm in the right headspace to tell y'all about that other guy because I thought that Romeo was bad until I met this one. This one was sick. Like, he wasn't all the way together.
If you know, you know. What that could be. What that could be about.
I'm gonna wrap the story time up. My queens and kings, don't forget to like this video.
You wrapping it up, me too. Hey man, I enjoyed listening to your story, Miss Officer. No. I'm finna say some old silly shit. I'ma spare myself to embarrass me. Hey, look, man. Another video in the books, you know what I'm talking about? Hey, you could have been anywhere on the YouTube, but you chose to come laugh with your boy, you know what I'm talking about? So, hey, look, I appreciate you. Until I see you again, I see you on the next one.